Hero's duty?
We all love to watch Disney animated movies, even though we're no longer kids. And that's partly because there are some pretty hilarious puns that we never properly understood when we were young and innocent. Do you remember watching Disney movies as a kid and certain moments passing by that you didn't understand? Like us, you probably never thought twice about them, but now rewatching those old nostalgia classics, you totally get those puns hidden in the films. It's so satisfying to be in on the in-jokes. It's almost as if Disney movies were made for adults.
Alaskan king crab. I hate it when I do that. Caesar salad. At du brute? Nope.
Anna reveals some personal details about her preferences at the end of Frozen 2. When Kristoff gets all dressed up for her coronation in a suit, he tells her,
1 hour. You get this for 1 hour.
But Anna doesn't mind, because she likes her bae dressed up in quite a different way. It's a wink-wink, nudge-nudge moment for us adults.
That's okay. I prefer you in leather anyway.
When Cogsworth is giving Belle a guided tour of the castle, he shows her examples of the late neoclassic Baroque period. And that gives the talking clock the opportunity to have a little wordplay fun. He certainly finds it funny, laughing away to himself. Does it bring a wry smile to your lips now?
As I always say, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
We love Mushu for his comedy value. The little dragon certainly knows how to lighten heavy moments, like when Mulan has a heart-to-heart with him about her self-doubt. He's sweet and serious for a moment, but then, in true Mushu fashion, he drops some wordplay and has fun with the name of their enemy, the Huns.
Let's go kick some honey bun!
You've gotta love how Vanellope lets her childlike side shine through, like finding it hilarious when someone says a word that unintentionally sounds rude. This happens with Ralph when he talks about winning a medal in the game Hero's Duty. Vanellope can't help but crack up about his pronunciation of the word, and she goes off on a long riff about poop.
Hero's duty?
It's not that kind of duty.
Sassy Zazu is responsible for plenty of puns in The Lion King. As he reels them off super fast, it's pretty likely that they go right over kids' heads. Just like little Simba doesn't notice, as his dad's busy trying to teach him. But as adult viewers, we certainly appreciate the bird's many animal puns.
The buzz from the bees is that the leopards are in a bit of a spot.
On the subject of animal puns, Mr. Potato Head comes out with a cracker in Toy Story. When he sticks his facial features on in a lopsided way, he jokes,
I'm Picasso!
But the pig doesn't get his reference to the distorted faces that the artist created. So Mr. Potato Head plays around with another word for pig.
You uncultured swine!
It's not just Toy Story that had some fun with a Picasso pun. When LILO shows Stitch her room in blue-tinged twilight, he starts ripping her artwork apart. She screams at him to stop, explaining that it's from a particular chapter in her artistic development. And not many young kids will know all about Picasso's monochromatic phase.
No! That's from my blue period.
Jafar is surprisingly fond of a pun for a villain, and he brings out a memorable one-liner when he thinks he's finally about to defeat Jasmine and Aladdin. As he throws her into the sand timer, he throws out a phrase that's normally used metaphorically. But in this scenario, it's also literal.
Princess, your time is up!
Chief Bogo isn't exactly known for his humor, and that's why it's so funny when his straight-faced delivery turns into a classic pun during Judy's first meeting at the Zootopia Police Department. We didn't see that one coming, and little ones wouldn't have understood the subtlety even after the fact.
We need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine. Happy birthday.
When Nemo and his fellow aquatic friends are swimming around in their filthy tank at the dentist surgery, it all becomes too much for Gurgle. As he watches Bloat the porcupine fish eat up some green gunk, he calls out the disgusting behavior. His rude word is interrupted just in time by Peach the starfish, but us grown-ups all know what he was going to say.
Don't you people realize we are swimming in our own?
Shh, here he comes.
Inside Out has some friendly fun with the residents of San Francisco with this locals joke. Fear worries that there's a bear, to which Disgust replies,
There are no bears in San Francisco.
And anger comes along with the punchline. As adults, we all get the reference to the bear figure in the LGBTQ+ community.
I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear.
Mater is a great source of humor in Cars, but surely his funniest moment is when he mishears Lightning McQueen talking about Doc.
He won 3 Piston Cups.
Because piston certainly sounds like something else if you can't quite hear. We definitely hope that young children didn't get that pun.
He did what in his cup?
Given that Moana was released in 2016, it's no surprise that the writers took the opportunity to include puns about social media. When Maui uses the rooster Hey Hey to autograph Moana's paddle, he cracks a joke about Twitter. That one would definitely go over the heads of little kids who aren't online yet.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting.
We've already covered Jafar's puns, but of course the Genie is the one who's behind most of the humor in Aladdin, and he dishes out plenty of puns that only adults get. It's hard to choose just one, but this little nugget is a favorite. It's all about the sheep humor. Robin Williams, we salute you.
Well, I feel sheepish.
All right, you bad boy.
When Anna follows Elsa to the Ice Palace, she drops a hilarious line while singing the reprise of For the First Time in Forever. Talking about the trouble back home, Anna sings, I get the feeling you don't know. To which Elsa replies, what do I not know?
Arendelle's in deep, 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 deep snow.
As adults, we all expect a different word than snow to end the familiar idiom. Hilarious! When the abominable snowman welcomes Mike and Sully to the Himalayas, he offers them a sweet treat. But when he sees Mike's disgusted reaction to his yellow snow cones, he cracks a funny response. We sure hope the kiddos won't know why else snow cones might be yellow.
Snow cone?
No, don't worry. It's lemon.
Some of these puns go over the heads of kids because they involve a kind of knowledge you only get when you're older, like Roman numerals. Like when Hercules gets called to the rescue, and the child calls out a number that plays on an ancient emergency number.
Somebody call IXII!
Even us adults have to take a beat to work out what the numerals stand for. Can't get enough of Zazu's wordplay? Then listen up for this one. It's another animal joke, where the hornbill plays around with the dual meanings of words that sound the same.
Cheetahs never prosper.
This one's the sort of joke that's a bit too subtle for the smallest ones to get, but as an adult, it raises a wry smile, because it's actually so amusingly childish. We're talking about the moment the guard takes Flynn to jail and bangs on the door of the cell. The password conversation that follows with the white-bearded character called Shorty is good fun.
What's the password?
What?
Nope.
Open this door!
Not even close.
When Ray first meets Tiana and Naveen, he says they must be new to those parts. Naveen explains, in his best fairy tale way,
far, far away from this world.
but the Firefly doesn't get it and replies with a line that will go right over kids' heads.
Go to bed. Y'all from Shreveport?
Syndrome comes up with an adults-only response when he's asked what the S stands for on his supervillain costume.
Sitter? Yeah, sitter. Originally, I was gonna have initials for babysitter.
Yes, we understand why he didn't go ahead with that. Let's assume that kids won't.
But then I would have been going around wearing a big BS, and you understand why I couldn't go with that.
The moment Barbie and Ken meet in Toy Story 3 is brilliant, not least because of the pun that Barbie comes out with. After Ken compliments her on her leg warmers, she compliments him on his choice of neckwear. But the way she pronounces his tie draws attention to another part of his anatomy rather than his neck.
Love your leg warmers.
Nice ASCOT.
Judy Hopps plays on Rabbit's reputation for having a lot of babies with a fun bit of wordplay when she talks about being a bunny that's good at math. Or the other meaning of that word. You'll get what she means, but little kids definitely won't.
I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying. Anyway,
Lumiere and the Feather Duster have quite the love story in Beauty and the Beast. And when the Candelabra tries to romance his bae, she comes out with a pun that plays on his flames, as well as his previous bad behavior. We're pretty sure this one's a bit too sophisticated for kids to understand.
I've been burnt by you before.
Frozen has so many funny, punny moments that we just had to include one more. The sleigh ride scene. Kristoff is asking Anna how well she knows Hans, quizzing her on his surname, favorite food, best friend's name, and eye color. But it's his final question that has us cracking up. Or should we say, Anna's answer. Yep, that's a reference only adults will get.
Best friend's name?
probably John.
Eye color.
Dreamy.
Foot size?
Foot size doesn't matter.
That's confirmed it. Disney animated movies are even better when you watch them as an adult. Which is your favorite pun? Be sure to let us know in the comments section. And please hit that like button to show your love for all things Disney. Thanks for watching.